Speaker. The Ontario line will see almost 400,000 passengers every single day. It'll reduce crowding on existing subways. This will put 57,000 jobs within 45 minutes commuting to Toronto, and will put 227,000 people to work, Speaker. We're not going to take any lessons from the NDP on building transit. They simply didn't do it.
Thank you very much, Speaker. And my question is to the Premier. According to the Toronto Star, the Premier's decision to take over the Ontario line from the City of Toronto was proposed by one Michael Shabas, a private consultant who has embedded himself at the executive level of Metrolinx, a public transit agency. Another embedded private consultant who worked on the Ontario line was Brian Guest, currently embroiled in the Ottawa LRT P3 fiasco and under allegations of conflict of interest. And the Ontario line's project director was yet another embedded private consultant named Richard Tucker, whose background is actually in real estate development and not in transit. Speaker, will the Premier admit that there is a connection between the skyrocketing P3 costs and the capture of Metrolinx by private self-serving consultants? Thank you.
Associate Minister of Transportation. I'll remind comments through the floor.
Speaker, I guess the irony thickens in the supplemental. The reality is, Speaker, that member voted against every single measure to build transit and now questions when this government actually gets it done. In fact, it was that party who called the plan to build the Ontario line fiction, back of a napkin plan. Well, I see shovels in the ground, Speaker. The reality is these lines are getting built. Well, Speaker, that member and that party not only voted against the Ontario line, they voted against the Eglinton West extension, getting us to Pearson Airport. They voted against the fine people of Scarborough with the Shepherd East extension. They voted against the Yonge North extension and, of course, the Ontario line. Speaker, they even voted against $1.6 billion in safe restart funding to keep transit agencies alive during the pandemic. Speaker, the reality is the NDP, if they had it their way, there'd be no transit in Ontario. This is the only government getting it done for computers.